Hi, hey guys, what's up? It's Tim with The Juice. Now I want to go over how to read your workouts from the daily training. And the first places we start are with sets and reps. And a lot of times we might start with reps, but just reading the workouts is going to be most efficient for us to learn how to read the sets first and then the reps. Okay, so from the sets, you'll see we write it usually A, then B. And there might be a certain amount of sets with A. Let's say it's 4 sets with A and then 3 sets with B. So what you're going to do is you're going to do all 4 movements with the first part of set A first, and then go to training block B next. You'll follow the rest. So if it says A times 4, let's say it's front squat, rest 60 seconds, and then let's say B times 3 is bench press. You won't go A and do 10 front squats, rest 60 seconds, and then do bench press. That would be different. You're going to do front squats for 10 reps, rest a minute, front squats, 10 reps, rest a minute, front squats, rest. Once you do all 4 sets, then you go to B. Okay, the next one gets a little more complicated. It's going to be A1, A2, and then B. So this is just like school when you would write your notation from biology lab. It goes, A, and then A1, A2. You finish all the ones in the first column first, going back and forth between A1, A2. And again, if it's A times 4, that means you do A1 front squat, A2 pull-ups, A1 front squat, A2 pull-ups, A1 front squat, A2 pull-ups, A1 front squat, and the 4th time A2 pull-ups, and then to B, to your bench press next, right, for 3 sets resting that. So that would be an A1, A2, and a B. And the next would be, and those are called supersets, the next would be a superset of A1, A2, just like it is there. You go back and forth however many times we say. A1, A2 times 5, that would be 5 times back and forth, or 3 times back and forth. And then you go to B, or now B1, B2. When you get there, you do, let's say it's B times 3. B1, B2, B1, B2, B1, B2, and you're done. That's how to read the sets. Again, A to B, A1, A2, finish the letter before you descend to the next letter, right? And then finish the superset before you start the next superset, and before you go into, let's say, part C, it would be the same thing, right? Let's say it went A1, A2, A3. Exactly. A1, A2, A3, A1, A2, A3, A1, A2, A3, you get the deal. That's sets. The next up is the reps and the different ranges we're going to prescribe for you here. The first one is a very common one. We just call it build. Let's say it's, again, A is 4 times 10. That means 4 sets of 10 reps is how that's written. Sets, then reps here. And you're going to build. That means you're going to do a set of 10. You might do, let's say it's front squat. You're going to do 50-pound dumbbell to start. Next, you do a 60-pound dumbbell and a 70. And finally, your last set, your 4th set, will be your most challenging set. Your goal is to get 10. You may not get up, but you're trying to get a tough set of 10 right there. And you would rest however long we say it. And generally, you might say A 4 times 10, build, rest 60 seconds. The second one is sets across. And it's written, we can write it the same way. We might write it 3 times. It might be, however, we can write the numbers as many different ways as we want. But sets across means you're going to work up, and your coach might say at, let's say, 50 pounds, right? So sets across, you're going to build up till you're ready to go at 50. Then you do a set of 10 at 50 pounds. What do you do next? You go up to 60? No, because it sets across. So you do a second set of 10 at 50 pounds. But now you go up, right? No, you don't. You do a 3rd set of 10 at 50. Okay, finally you get to go up. No, it's a 4th set of 10 at 50 because it's 4 sets across. You're not climbing, you're not going up, you're going across. This is work for density, for muscle endurance, for getting good reps over and over at a specific range we're looking for. Here would be sets across. Finally, speaking of range, A4 sets times 8 to 10 reps when there's a range. What we're looking for is for you to be within those parameters, and then you can go up and load. The goal is to get to the top of the range, right? So if you're hitting 10 here, and we say build, then you would go 4 sets by 10, and you're at 50 pounds, let's say there. Next set you do 55. If you get 10 again, you're good. If you get 9 or 8, do you go down? No, you can stay right there because you're in the range. So as long as you're in the range, you're good, but you want to be in there. We want to get you up to the top part of that range would be ideal. But if you're at 7 or 6, it's not enough, so I would ask you to drop the load down so you're within the range. And once you're within the range, our goal is to get you to the top of the range. Once you're at the top, now you can go add more. If it was sets across, if it was, again, not, this would be up and this would be across. right there. 4 sets of 8 to 10, let's say this was 50 pounds. Right? You would build up first, just like you did here, and as long as you're in that range, you can stay at 50. If you drop to 7, I would say, hey, drop it down to 45 pounds. Right? Because we're not building, this would be building up, I would say 4 times 8 to 10, you can go to 55, you can go to 60, etc. But if not, I would say drop the load. That's the difference between a cross and building. That's if we just did 4 times 10, build up, 4 times 10 sets across, and usually that would be less sets because you've already done a couple sets to get there. Then 4 times 8 to 10 is the range. I want to get you in that range to do it. And again, if you can't hit the range, we have to drop the reps or lower the movement. And that is the first 2 things we're going to do is sets and reps. More coming up.